everyone, welcome back to my Fallout 4 Settlement Tour series here with my OC Aria. Last time we did part 1, which was the entrance of the Starlight area. We went down to the market, back up here to the main building, and ended off here. Now, today's video, we are going to start here at the public execution platform. In Kevin's universe, public executions aren't all that uncommon, so there's one set up here. We have a little announcer who will actually that's him right there. He'll announce who's being executed and for what crime. And then we have the executioner here, which is just Akira from the Settlers mod. The only animation I had is them standing with a bat, so it kind of seems like they just beat you to death with a bat, but actually you get hit with Grognak's axe. Old Skyrim style. We're gonna go on the left side here, so we have to run down and start over here at the mayor's house because there's no way to enter from the other side. So up we go. This place to sit, and then you're gonna come right on in here. It's a tight squeeze to get in through that door. Look, pretty cozy little house. It's quite large, so you have to assume there's probably a lot of corruption going on in here. They have a little bedroom back here. It's quite small, but they do have enough room for their baby's crib. They got some privacy screens and a single wall to kind of make it at least feel a little private. Obviously, the mayor isn't going to use the public shower, so they have their own little bathroom right here with a very unfortunate view. I didn't think of that through when I made this, but they do have a curtain for privacy, so it's fine. Moving upstairs. Now, there is a little living area down here along with a kitchen and a full dining table. Little kitchen, little seating area, but the actual main living room is up here. There we are. It's a nice little living room. The mayor is a big fan of drinking, so they have their own little setup here. They can have a seat and just look out the window for a bit. Fireplace to keep things warm, and then I really love this coffee table. This little setup, very red. Now this mayor has more than just a baby. They actually have a child, so this is kids' room. I think it's really cute. I really love doing like kids' rooms because you can always just make them like really different and then add interests in there, childish interests like the silver shroud. Outside is actually the office for the mayor. Keep a good lookout of what's going on in town while you're doing the taxes. Heading down the stairs, go back outside, and head to the bar, or at least to where they live right now. There's a picnic table outside for people to use publicly. Looks like there's like a little birthday party going on, or a little like three-way date. Who knows? Over here we have the little pen that the bar owner's slave lives in. It's just a little sleeping bag with, at least it's dry, and then sleeps right next to the garbage can. Back around here, and then there's a little for kids. Up here, we're going to actually hit their living place first, then the bar. Up. Get a little place to play chess. Yes, it's supposed to look like chess. There we go. The bartender's house is one room, but like, it's cozy, it's cute. I really like it. To the left here, we have a little sitting area so they can sit by the fire and have dinner together. That actually is like, oh, I could really go for that. They do have a formal dining area with a bench and some chairs for guests. They have their own alcohol for drinking and this little setup because the post office worker lives here too. That's their hat and their outfit sitting on the beds. And they have two beds next to each other. It's a little married couple. I think they can get around this side. Yep, swoop, even I can. I actually really like this house. They have the little flag, two-headed flamingo, cocktail poster. Definitely love this house. Back out we go, and we'll check out the bar now. Stairs, and then right through these swinging saloon doors is the back of the bar. One was a lot of fun to make. There's a table to drink at, and you can play darts here. It's sort of off in this corner so no one can get hurt. It's kind of like you're drinking, waiting for your turn to play darts. Actually, it's pretty dangerous. Just drunk. Whoop. The bar is nice in the center. There's stools on all the sides. It's a really big bar. They're the only bar in town, so they are obviously supplying a lot of people. Things Plane is stocked with snacks and other things because it does have a limited food menu, and it kind of works as like the town diner, or like you can come here and get food to eat. Two seats for front row for the arena, which is a little sneaky peeky right there. The door here is to the exit. There's also one of those cake things, just to show you, right here on the edge of the boardwalk, which we'll show the rest later. There is a little place in the back for the slave to cook, which is great to say. But remember, Kevin's evil, and we do not condone what Kevin does. There's also a spare room here for more ingredients and plenty of Brahmin steaks. Because we do sort of have a Brahmin spawner and a Brahmin killer, so got plenty of food here. I really love these lights. This mod is one of my favorite mods of all time. It's great glow. Now, what's better than getting a nice drink, playing some casino games, or seating for the arena? This is the Red Barn Casino. Very cool. First off, we have, for more just fun, we have a Whack-A-Common machine with tokens. We have slot machines from the Vault DLC, quite a few of those. They are usable and all that. We have a little homemade, I think it's supposed to be like a poker. Actually, no, I think it's supposed to be like, yeah, this is a homemade little like poker table I made, along with a little homemade roulette table. Then I have a seating area up here with a modded blackjack table. I think you're supposed to have a settler work it, and then you can actually play blackjack with like a little blackjack UI, which is cute. Place to sit. You can drink a cola if you like. Over here, we do have two public bathrooms. They're quite small, and they're the same, because really they're just for go and pee. Quick break. We have a lockup for the valuables. Come obviously right in the middle, and then you enter through here. Weapons are not allowed in the casino. You leave them here. You can get them on your way out. But then they also store other valuables up in here. The desks for the workers. We have exchange here. Then we have controls here. More controls here. These I think are more for the VI, that little section over there. You'll see in a second. This controls the doors, so we can power on and off the doors. You'll see later that the dealers actually, let's back up. Yeah, a dealer will close it at the end of the day, and then they go home over there. Actually, speaking of home, we'll head over to the dealer's place first, and then I'll show you the special red room. Again, more seating for the arena. The arena is obviously the big focal point of this build when I was making it. Only a few dealers live here. I think it's actually correct. I think there is supposed to be 5. Did that on purpose to add the extra chair. They have plenty of their own food, and they actually have their own slave who lives under the stairs with the fridge. Looks like they're into some cult stuff, which is weird. Outside here, real quick, they have a little area to sit, barbecue, and that's the stairway up behind the screen. We'll show off this part. I'm gonna show that off in the next video, but we got just basic showers to keep everyone clean and toilets here. And that's a different housing you'll see in just a minute. Back inside, we'll go up to the main living area, which includes like living room and the bedrooms. I have a quaint little living space. I actually have 2. They have one by the fire, and then they have one over here, which includes 2 rooms just there. I like this one. They get to sit around. They do their own laundry. So we have a laundry set here, and a guy who does robot stuff. Looks like himself a little snack while he's working, and a really nice view outside the walls. Commonwealth looks nice with that tree mod going on. We're gonna actually start over here in this room. Got a little setup here to mend clothes and just some books and knickknacks. This is the counter's room. As you can tell, he brings his work home with him. Lockers for his stuff, and then a single bed. Not really much going on. They live more lavishly outside of their own rooms. Across here, we're gonna come back. This is the robot builder's room. But he probably is part of the security team, and this is one of the, and then the other person is a dealer. They like to make sure they keep up their appearance while they're working. Another beautiful view. That one probably gets a lot more shade, less sun. Two more rooms over here. This one's a little macabre. This is probably where the slave is getting all their knowledge from, whether intentionally or not. Great view. I'm not really sure how I did this. I think it's to keep the rain off, but it's real pretty. Up here so they can eat. They seem to be probably the loner type. Another dealer, most likely. Obviously, this is the dealer's house, but like specifically, obviously not working behind the gated area. Last room is the other dealer, probably the poker one because they like using cards. They got a pretty nice view, but it's more obscured by curtains and the fact that the bed's in the way. Snacks, clothing, an old world flag. Loves food. A lot of food around here. There we go. And now I think it's time that we show off the red room downstairs. Now this was a lot of fun. I kind of made hints at it in a previous video when I talked about making more than one strip club in this game. Welcome to the Red Room, the local strip club here at the Red Barn Casino. Got some places you can stand and watch or sit and watch. There's a singer who sings and then two people who dance. I couldn't find any skinnier poles, so these ones just kind of have to make do, but they do kind of look silly. There's a door that goes around, and actually we'll go through here. This goes out to the back alley where they go to their own personal living space. They eat back here. Not really the best if it rains, but they do keep most of their stuff as dry as they can. But then they come in here, and this is where they live. They have their own little living room, plenty of knickknacks, other quaint stuff. Now, they do more than just strip. This is also technically a brothel, and it has to look nice for the customers. First room up. I tried to make sure the rooms were themed for like a kind of character. This character is very artsy, so they paint in their free time. They love fashion, and they have plenty of makeup to look pretty when they're doing their work. It's probably one of the strippers. Our second room is nautical themed. We are a very inclusive strip club, so we do have a male stripper. This is where he works. Oh, looks like someone has a bit of a chem addiction, hiding under the floorboards. But got a little boat, some cuffs, a little shaving kit to keep himself neat. Next room, the last one, is the singer's room. Not more fancy than the others, but definitely has more knickknacks and just comfortable items. Give it that air of being like an old world singer with nice fancy things. Oh, and then like I said, this is the other entrance to the strip club. This is the one where patrons come through. And then out here is back out to the porch. Not the porch, like backyard area almost. Actually, I lied. Let's just quickly do this little back room before we go, because I think this person kind of might be connected to them. Currently making a Fisto 2.0. Honestly, I just wanted to make like a robot guy, but so this room, I was like, what could I do with this room? I was like, all right, let's make someone making a sex bot, and also repairing any. We have a couple of robots here for protection and also trade, so would fix those up. So that's actually the end of part 2. We did the left side of the boardwalk, which included the mayor's house, the bar, the casino, strip club, and the homes for said workers. There'll be 3 more parts after this. This is a 5-part build series, so it'll be really interesting to show off the rest of the place. This was just the left side. Next time I will be doing the police station around the right, and then we'll be doing the right side of the boardwalk. This place is dense as hell. There's so much going on, and everyone lives right on top of each other. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be nice, leave a like or a comment. I'm always open to suggestions and feedback. Very excited for the next video. Have a good day. Bye!